What's going on, Jerome's? I want to take a minute and go through who is interviewing for all of the various head coaching and general manager openings around the NFL. Good times. This is NFL.com. They have a fantastic tracker. It keeps track of who is interviewing, if the interview is done, when it's coming up. It's always good, right? So take a step back from the Viking stuff, going macro for a second, and laughing at who the Bears are going to hire. So the Bears. Remember, these are just requests. All the searches could expand further to add in executives and coaches on other teams, as well as guys who are free agents like Doug Peterson. One time, man. But Chicago Bears head coach, they have requested Todd Bowles, just like the Vikings. Caldwell, who did good things with the Lions and the Colts back in the day. Brian Daboll, 7 touchdowns against the Patriots would do that. His interview has already been completed. Matt Eberflus, Colts DC, has been a hot name in head coaching circles. Brian Flores, going to be a hot ticket, although I do think that Flores and the Texans, that makes too much sense. It does. Leslie Frazier, former Vikings. We're going to go back and take a look at the tape. Leslie, of course, back in the day, was a cornerback on the Bears towards ACL, I believe, in the Super Bowl back in '85. I don't think he played again after that. But Leslie deserves a lot of credit for how that Bills defense has really come around the last couple of years. Him and McDermott, like this, man. And like we said, Leslie, there's a bunch of reasons why things didn't work out with the Vikings. A myriad of reasons, but Leslie does deserve a second chance at this. I think Chicago does make a lot of sense. Also, Leslie and Spielman, Chicago. I'm calling it. Put it on the table. Nathaniel Hackett, of course, Packers OC. Vikings have interest in him as well. Leftwich, Bucks OC, Doug Peterson. That's my Doug. Even though it's interesting that the Vikings haven't requested Daboll, they haven't requested Leftwich. They haven't formally made overtures to Doug Peterson yet either. Man, Dan Quinn, Cowboys DC. He's got some free time on his hands right now, man. Yeah. And as GM, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, who the Vikings also have requested. I believe he's interviewing on Tuesday. Glenn Cook, he's interviewing with the Vikings on Thursday as well. Ed Dodd's been a hot name thrown about. Morocco Brown, a rising star in the Colts organization as well. Jeff Ireland, who... Jeff Ireland is always going to be remembered by the, hey, is your mama a whore? Question. I believe it was Des Bryant, right? No. Champ Kelly, a rising star within the Bears organization as well. Monty Ossenfort, hands off, bro. The pride of Laverne, Minnesota is coming home. Joe Shane has been a name that's been bandied about quite a bit in these GM interviews, as well as JoJo Wooten. Woo! It's a great name, man. I love it. Broncos in the division, they've requested Eric Bieniemy. Also, it's notably conspicuous that the Vikings haven't requested Bieniemy or Leftwich or Doug or Daboll. Yeah. Brian Callahan, Bengals OC. A big-time Bengals win, man. Yeah. And Callahan is the son of Bill Callahan. Maybe he brings his pops to fix the O-line. Whatever there. Jonathan Gannon, who the Vikings have also requested. Eagles defense did not have a good day against the Bucks. Luke Getsy, who's also part of that Green Bay Aaron Rodgers brain trust. We'll see. Aaron Glenn. I do think that Aaron Glenn will eventually become a head coach. I don't think about this time. I don't think it'll be this time around. Aaron Glenn, who was part of the Saints, went up with Dan Campbell to be the Lions DC. Former great cornerback back in the day, especially with the Jets. Nathaniel Hackett, yes. Gerard Mayo, who is going to be the next, I don't know, Matt Patricia, Eric Mangini, Brian Flores, I don't know. Gerard Mayo back in the day was a fantastic player, the pride of Tennessee. Rocky Top, what up? Kellen Moore did not have a good day. Kevin O'Connell, who the Vikings have also requested. They requested Kellen Moore as well as Kevin O'Connell. We'll see how the Rams offense does tonight and DQ Denver. That one makes a lot of sense. Also, it does make a lot of sense that there's a lot of crossover with who the Vikings requested as well as who the Broncos requested. George Payton, knows a thing or two. Texans have a short list. They interviewed Joe Lombardi, Chargers OC, as well as Hines Ward, who's special assistant to the regional head coach at Florida Atlantic. Go Owls, as well as Brian Flores. I think 1,000%. A 1,000,000% they're dialed in on Brian Flores. The reports are that Flores and Watson want to land in the same place. Maybe the Texans will, roll with Deshaun, which, I don't know. We'll see. But Caserio and Flores go way back like chiropractor their time in New England, so that one does make a lot of sense there. Jacksonville, casting a wide net. Daryl Bevell, D-Bevs. He's been an interim head coach twice because he was also the Lions interim head coach 2 years ago after Patricia got fired. But Jaguars, They won a couple games down the stretch, plus it was a mess with Urban Meyer. Todd Bowles makes sense, staying in Florida. Jim Caldwell, of course, they know him from the division. Matt Eberflus, speaking of stealing in division. Let's see, Hackett, Leftwich, of course. This does seem like a Leftwich job. I mean, just the prodigal son coming home. Leftwich, was he number 7 overall? I want to say. I think that was the year where the Vikings got jumped and still ended up with Kevin Williams. Yeah, because I think it was Leftwich and Jordan Gross who got taken ahead of Kevin Williams. I may be just completely face planting right now because we're too lazy to bring it up, but whatever. Kellen Moore, Bill O'Brien. Man, speaking of keep it in division, Bill O'Brien, general manager, horrible. Bill O'Brien as an actual football coach, not bad. Yeah. Doug Peterson, that's my Doug, as well as DQ. Dolphins, who fired Brian Flores. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But Chris Greer, take a look at Thomas Brown, Rams assistant to the regional head coach. Dayball, keep it in division. Leslie Frazier, also in division. Vance Joseph, Vance Refrigeration. Mike McDaniel, Niners OC, taking over for LeFleur, as well as Kellen Moore and Dan Quinn. Vikings, of course, the ones that you know. Bowles, Gannon, Hackett. That one is completed. Kellen Moore, Kevin O'Connell, DQ, D'Amico Ryans. I think D'Amico Ryan's going to be a stud, man. And not just because, the Niners had a great game plan against the Cowboys, especially after they lost Fred Warner. But, I mean, D'Amico Ryans, listen to him talk. Like, he is a leader, man. Plus, I loved him with the Texans. It's great. Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah is interviewing on Tuesday, I believe, according to Courtney Cronin. Catherine Reich is interviewing today. Glenn Cook on Thursday. And then they're going to work out. Austin Fort's already completed, but Brown, Poles, Spytech 2, Y Banana, Hungry Like the Wolf. Yeah, they're going to work it out. Giants. So they haven't requested formally any head coaching candidates yet. Maybe it's because they're dialed in on Flores. Maybe because they secretly just want to go all in on Harbaugh. I don't know. But for their GM opening after Gettleman retired, for some reason, Gettleman has always reminded me of Newman from Seinfeld. Gettleman. I don't know. But Rand Carthon, Ryan Cowden, Quentin Harris, Joe Ortiz, who is a young up-and-coming name as well. Monty Ossenford, Adam Peters, Ryan Poles, Joe Shane, Adrian Wilson. A-Dub rising up. Adrian Wilson, Dan Morgan. Yeah, on the personnel side, they're getting after it. You'd love to see it, man. It's very interesting that you didn't see Dan Morgan in any of these GM requests yet, but that'll come. But your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look around the league. Who is being requested to interview for head coaching and GM openings? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.